You think it was your decision, but then you catch yourself thinking, did I really want this? Today, you'll learn how you unknowingly make choices that aren't actually your own. We'll uncover 7 dark psychology tactics used by powerful people, not so you can become a manipulator, but so you can see the game for what it is. Tactic 1. The scarcity effect. It's about to end, and you're hooked. What you hear, today only. Only a few spots left. A manipulator creates artificial scarcity, pushing you to make a quick decision. An example in relationships. She says, I need some space. And you start chasing her even harder because now her attention is scarce. How it works against you. You're rushed, and they play on your fear of missing out. How to recognize and defend yourself. Ask yourself, do I really want this right now, or am I being pressured? Slow down. Antidote, don't make decisions under pressure. If the offer is truly good, it will still be there later. Summary. Scarcity isn't always value. Often it's just bait. And now an even subtler form of influence. It makes you follow the crowd, even if you disagree. Tactic 2. Social proof. Everyone is doing it. How it's disguised as normal. We rely on the opinions of the majority. If everyone is doing it, it must be right. An example in relationships. He shows you how all his friends spend their weekends, and you feel that your quiet night at home is wrong. He creates the illusion that you need to fit in. How it works against you. You're shown the approval of the crowd, so you'll act the way the manipulator wants you to. How to recognize and defend yourself. Critically evaluate the source of the social proof. Antidote. Before trusting the crowd, trust yourself. Ask one question. Do I really need this? Summary. The majority isn't always right, and popularity doesn't always mean quality. Tactic 3. The principle of reciprocity. You owe me. What's the catch? If someone does something nice for you, you feel obligated to reciprocate. An example in relationships. She gives you a sweet surprise and a day later asks you to just give her friend a ride 50 kilometers away. You can't say no, it feels awkward. That's the feeling of obligation. How it works against you. You're given a small favor, then expected to give a much larger favor in return that you wouldn't normally agree to. How to recognize and defend yourself. Separate genuine help from an attempt to create a feeling of obligation. Antidote. If a gift or favor makes you uncomfortable, it's a red flag. Summary. Gratitude is good. A sense of debt is a tool. Think you have it all figured out? Not yet. Next up is a tactic that breaks down even the most rational people. Tactic 4. Emotional contagion. Infectious enthusiasm. What you're caught by. Emotions are contagious. Enthusiasm, fear, and anger can be catching. An example in relationships. He talks passionately about his new idea, and swept up in his energy, you agree even though you have doubts. His enthusiasm suppressed your critical thinking. How it works against you. An emotionally charged atmosphere is created to elicit the desired reaction that leads to a specific action. How to recognize and defend yourself. Stay calm. Observe your emotions. Antidote. Take a pause. Don't make decisions based on emotions. Summary. By controlling emotions, one can control decisions. Tactic 5. Anchoring. The first price. What you hear, the first thing you're told, influences everything that follows. An example in relationships. He tells you how terrible and dramatic his ex was. Against that backdrop, even his small flaws seem insignificant. How it works against you. You're given exaggerated or distorted initial information so that later offers look better than they are. How to recognize and defend yourself. Don't get fixated on the first number or fact. Antidote. Look for alternatives. Don't take things at face value. Summary. First information is always the benchmark. Make sure it's the right one. Tactic 6. Attention manipulation. 90% survival rate. What's the catch? A manipulator can present the same truth in a way that you don't even realize how you arrived at a decision. An example in relationships. We're shown how much he does for us, but he conveniently leaves out the fact that he never supports us in our own endeavors. How it works against you. We're shown only the favorable side of an issue, while the flaws or risks are hidden. How to recognize and defend yourself. Ask questions. Look for missing information. Antidote. When you hear a great number, always look for what's hidden behind it. Ask, what aren't you telling me? Summary. The picture isn't always the whole picture. Tactic 7, playing on guilt. You disappointed me. What you hear. The exploitation of guilt is a powerful way to make you do what you don't want to. An example in relationships. You didn't even text me when I was sick. I was so worried. It sounds innocent, but it's an emotional hook that can hang the responsibility for someone else's feelings on you. How it works against you. You're emotionally blackmailed, being made to feel guilty for refusing or disagreeing. How to recognize and defend yourself. Evaluate how justified the guilt they're trying to impose is. Antidote. You have the right to make your own decisions without feeling guilty. Summary. Your guilt is a lever. Don't give it to someone else. Conclusion. These tactics may seem innocent, but they steal your most important freedom, the freedom to choose. Seeing them means getting back your control. You won't be a victim anymore. Now you're someone who can't be used. Remember 3 rules. Scarcity is bait. Guilt is not a debt. Your emotions are yours, not theirs. In a world where everyone tries to influence you, knowledge is your armor. Subscribe if you want to see the game for what it is. Here we don't teach you to manipulate, we teach you to protect yourself.